Melco machine, we are the only American brand machine I will market num. Dodo na obehuna fi China. Uto we is a good choice. Uto a 6 years warranty. And which or more technical support in terms of anything. Say bibi chire wadwen so ana say untimi operate on betimi achiro. Into here be a de be yan say obeko website ho www.melco.com na wako kind about it no hu enyoma eye. Ohwe screen so a distributors no for West Africa more details na go no. Into per machine be for startup business and more advertising companies no. And more printing mu de no. Open so add up embroidering business to existing business na mention be contact www.melco.com. And also betimi afre na ma na screen so no. Divine Organic Hair Skin Product, a product be a come for honamno, muam honamno, a basa, honamni nya feni adie, and canka mano, mo person honamne tosonia, dear mufaminche, a Divine Organic Skin Case. As no more hair product, or more contact details, no good screen, so be our across the whole world, be our biano, or call more website, obey me, a place order. Shape normally abroad. So we UK, or Ghana, or USA, or Australia, maybe all be for niche a Divine Organic Skin Care for hair product and skin. Number one me can form more from here and our WhatsApp or more number and a good screen is no. Daily hustle in UK. It was a former about SBTV Africa. So what's about there? Nice one. More about Udini then.
Yeah, George. Anyway, my first name is George.
George
Bafo Akuto.
George Bafo Akuto. And I mean George Bafo Akuto daily hustle. George, you can about saying you could say.
Oh, Charlie, cool. UK there. I mean, if you're in a good position in terms of you're working, and as a wage man, there, you're good to go. And you mind your business, you are good to go.
Good to go. Nice one. Yeah, I'm sure body name, sure swag, and also watch what happened.
Oh, yeah. Originally, anyway, I was born in Ghana, but I was born in Ghana, Accra Police Hospital. Yeah, so I came at the age of 2.
2 years. Wow.
2 years old. 2 years old. Yeah. So we're a family. Children, 5 children. Yeah, 5. Me, I'm firstborn. And then I have 2 younger sisters behind me. And now I'm early 30s. I'm 32 now. I got 2 younger sisters. One is 30, one is 28. And I got 2 younger brothers. One is 21, one is 17.
What's the D crime?
Sir,
D crime general, 6-star or 5-star general, 6-star general.
I don't know.
Charlie, I see this guy, the way they jeer you. What's the D crime, kakra?
Charlie, I had a D crime, yeah? Okay, more fire.
Charlie, it's your life. Yeah. Also, you know, about 2 years. 2 years, they also own him.
Yeah, so 2 years of the kiddie.
School life.
Yes, obviously, younger stages, as far as I can remember. I mean, okay, I'll go back to maybe a bit of KG/nursery.
Okay.
Yeah, nursery, that time, anyway, my mother is no more. She's late.
Oh, sorry.
But at that time, my mama there, she all she did was part-time work here. She never worked full-time. My father there, full-time, solid. Koba, there 24/7. There, Charlie. Always now. As far as I can remember, nursery, mother taking me to nursery, obviously wonderful experience, teachers loved me, because anyway, first name is George, but school ni na from Bafo, but for 4 teachers, I'm to think Bafo, Bafu, and I Baf. And obviously one of the teachers was an Arsenal supporter. So all the time she be wearing an Arsenal jersey and saying the Gunners. Until Honum I started liking Arsenal. It was a good relationship with all the teachers. And then from nursery, obviously, primary school, I went to a school in Northwest London. Now I'm going to bring it back. Northwest London, originally Graham Park /Collindale/Edgewood, but we lived in Graham Park. Into primary school was Blessed Dominic Blessed Dominic Catholic High School. That was the primary school that I went to. So yeah, primary school was fantastic. The ratio of blacks in that school, because it's a Catholic school, no, it was predominantly an Irish school, Irish Catholic school, Irish. With that school, automatically you're connected to a local church, a Catholic church, whereby I was in the same area. You understand me? Yeah, primary school was good. The ratio of blacks were not a lot. Ghanaians, 1 or 2 Nigerians, and there was a few like Zimbabwe, Kenyans. But Ghanaians dominated in that school. Once I Ghana 4 year pass, sorry. So Catholic was high.
So I got so free. Oh, Ghana.
Anyway, my mama say she's from one of the villages in Kumasi, a village called Shridiem. Sorry for my pronunciation. Shridiem. That's where she was even buried. But my dad is from Obuasi. He's from one of the Zongo parts in Obuasi.
So no for Ashanti region.
Ashanti region based, yeah. Ashanti region based.
Yeah, growing up, okay, when you life was how we would do youth stage. Yeah.
Anyway, growing up, I mean, from primary school, Kroma, I mean, especially with the black kids, you know, we were very fit and active into sports. You know, sports day, running, athletics, football. Into primary school was more of set energy, into we all running around. So from the primary school era, I mean, primary school was okay, no problems. When we finished the primary school, going into secondary school, we said, Kroma, more class 1 to class 6, and then after secondary school starts from year 7, year 7, year 9, year 10, then 6, year 11, then 6th form or whatever. Yeah, growing up was fine, but obviously one thing about the area I originally grew up, which was Northwest London, slash NW9 postcode. I'm going direct to the point. You know, we grew up in an area whereby it was council estate bound, and there was a lot of influence of, you know, I mean, kind of saying street life, how do you say, conformal tone drugs and I'm tone you understand me? There was a lot of impending for that I looked up to, you know, that I used to see around who were in that business, but it took me a while to notice. Tracksuit trainers come out. You understand me? Now could ride. If you're thinking that, oh, these guys, you know, they're successful working. So, you know, we were young, we didn't understand, you know, from the ages of 10, 11, we didn't understand certain things. But one thing about my household was my father was very, very strict. My father, they on peril of crime. I noticed anytime I'll bring friends to the house, my father was very skeptical. If I bring this friend over, when the friend leaves, no, my father will tell me, say, I've noticed something about him. Street way, and I saw him at this time. Why is he not home? You know, what's he doing outside at 9 o'clock? You say, I was young, I didn't understand my father, but the funny thing is, all my friends that when I was growing up, that my father said I should look out for, no, they all ended up in prison. You understand me? And the thing is, my father at that time, my father was a cleaner. He was a cleaner at the Met police station in Collindale police station, Met. I'm a father, a cleaning. It's conform to prison. So no, on all cleaning cells, no. So he sees them physically, and most of them were from my area. You understand me? You know, growing up in my time, just before the secondary school era, there was a lot of young, kind of say, their children were doing this. They were in the gang culture, mutondro, you know, all sorts of connection. You understand me? And it's quite interesting as well because we go deeper. Normally, those households, you know, Uber check here. I'm father Niho. I was one of the few kids in my area who had my dad and my mom in the house. Mostly, you know, Uber call Biho, maybe Albert Watting, you know, Uber call Niho. Ni mama nkwa, ni father Niho. You understand me? It was quite common, not just in the Ghana community in my area, even with the Jamaican community, Congolese, the Nigerian community, they're very secret. I like to know, in my day, they will not invite you to their home. I had Nigerian friends, but I never knew where they lived. They don't invite us. it was more of the Ghanaians who invite people to their house. If not, you can have the 1 or 2 Jamaicans. You understand me? Until, yeah, primary school was okay. It was just a secondary school time. You know, when I got to secondary school, which was year 7. Year 7 was fantastic. You know, I had a good year. I was really focused on school. I'm a yard year, no less than B. You know, for grading, it's either A or B. But it's when I got to year 8. Year 8, you know, year 7, you're roughly 12 years old. Until we drew year 8, you're now 13. So it's when I got to year 8, and then my dad started noticing, saying, no, I'm going a bit wayward. So it's that time now, I was getting really exposed to the life of Kofomo Tondro, and it started from school. Because even school, no crying. I remember there was one situation whereby Madame for be friend said, "Me call girls' toilet. Away school, you know, we have boys and we have girls' toilet. Your friend said, "Me call girls." Let me say, what are you talking about?" You know, we're all young. I said, okay, he's already gone. I've seen him going. So I said, okay, with him, I'm in Kobe. So I went. So when I went inside, I saw him. That time not or tongue in Johnny B. I'm a girl be what. Our class, no talk. Philly, no talk. You understand me? No talk, Philly. You understand me? It's that time the moon said, oh man, £5. We're young, £5. So he was telling me that, you know, if you wanna get involved, this is what we do. But at that time I was like, no. I had to say, me say I grubby. Into that very moment, girl be train me, or time train me back. Girl be another girl be no cry me senior school. You can say me SS1 and now Saga no cry no SS3 or train me Brony girl Murphy but she's from Ireland, Irish girl. Brony or train me back say nah. If you wanna get involved, you know, just let me know. I can supply you. You understand me? Into you know, me say no, me won't say I grow. You understand me? Into from that time and era. A lot of my friends started obviously smoking cigarette, smoking weed. That was the era of boys that I grew up with that were doing smoking, you know, cigarette, weed, a bit more tongue, you understand me? But me, because of my father and tea, I was always skeptical, saying, nah, my father there, if he finds out about this, it will not be good for me. You understand me? But the problem was at that time, because we were so young, friends were friends. We still walk with them, we the garlic with them, but we don't know the ins and outs. You understand me? The school I went to was called St. James Catholic High School. Were Collindale / Green Park, Northwest London, NW9 to be precise, postcode though. It was most of the seniors who were encouraging us. Some of my seniors are fine, I'm a Ghana for, but they were born here. A bit more latter food, but they were born here. They were also doing that kind of business as well. And with that business too, mostly now, especially the area that we were coming from, and almost so they like the tampe, bruni or tampe crossing bibini, and they're ready to pay. Bruni better tampe £1,000 on phone better, because to him no, that's his happiness. You understand me? That's his happiness. Until you know, obviously that very year, you know, sometimes I go to school, come home late. So my father was like, but for open school 3 o'clock. Why are you in the house 5 o'clock? What's going on? Once at that time after school, to me chin many boys were to me chin. Maybe upon school, for example, instead say maybe I'm in school or a cross circular. You put na mosu. Yenam Labadi, Yenam Hinfa, Laboni, wherever. But my dad's like, why? You understand me? At that time too, my dad, obviously at that time, my dad had like 3 jobs. You understand me? He was working like 3 jobs. So he would do a morning shift. He would do afternoon shift, come home, and then after he would do evening shift. Until time of Baba Fieno, it's school time upon. Because what it was is, if my mother couldn't pick us up from school in the afternoon, my father would then come and pick us up. You understand me? Until, you know, as far as I can remember, that very year of year 8, Chroma year 8, second year of secondary school, it was a year of me heading to funny places because
yeah, sure, okay, about drugs, which is weed and
what was booming was Tampe no. No booming, yeah.
It's not ton weed na. I want you to go man na, also friends. Now more time on one na muton musika na said the percentage. We anything.
Okay. Okay, at that time no, it was more to do with students in Gaza. You understand me? Because secondary school crewman are abroad. You understand me? Abroad in the sense of we have year 7, that's the starting of secondary school. Year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11. Until you being in year 7, no, I will turn Tampe, no. Your customer could be from year 9, year 8, year 10, year 11. Until the thing is, you're 7 to your seniors. Until apart from students, no, on school, they also have clients and our customers outside of the school. You understand me? Until baby, because like Obeto, I don't know, he's going to buy a drink. Baby, I'll cut on a drink, shopkeeper, no, and now the person serving him, Toby one.
Good. Matter what I say.
Yeah.
But you introduce you to selling it.
Yeah.
But say, oh, Tony Faso, Mosika.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, Tony saying, say, okay, friends, yeah.
And
yes, can we have a Tony just scanner? Sikana me percentage woman na
definitely. Okay, what it was at that time was someone will supply you. You understand me? Until when they supply you, sometimes cross our time no. When they supply you, they supply you on come my friend a ticket. Ticket to actually consign. In the amount say okay, this is £200 worth in the amount. You would then break it down. So what I say, if it be ounces, you break it down whereby you sell it and you get your profit. Until if you're working with another person, side profits, no, you share it, and then you also go again. So that was how it was.
So how long now is we talking about?
Oh, me say I was very close to get it. Once say that year of my second year of secondary school, no, I was tempted, whereby I was close to starting that life. But my third year, you call long vac, which is summer holidays. Until beginning of year 9, no, and a pack they sent me to Ghana.
Until now, parents were for sending you to Ghana. Yeah,
okay. At that very time, or that very season, especially my mother was the reason why I went to Ghana. Now my mom no push say the bafo say didn't go Ghana because the behavior no sit on board there in the casa or titi mom shut up. This is that. The kids say. Until there was a lot of stubbornness coming from me. So I'm seeing say Madam Fofo Charlie or to me £50 or the baby peer pressure. You understand me? I was on the verge. I was this close. I was on the verge. If I look at things now, Anka Manko Ghana, Anka definitely, Anka criminal record, Anka definitely me could be. And 100%, or I'll definitely have criminal record. Anka a very serious case. They say in Droton, and I say firearms, and I say in Sembebre, you understand me? Into the new year of me starting year 9, which was I got sent to Ghana in the year of 2002, September 11th. My card date because of September 11th, 2001 case no World Trade Center 2002 precisely 11 September I got sent to Ghana.
It's someone who Ghana meaning so because but you push you call Ghana to say call Ghana you go brief on life what say call Ghana call Ghana idea first time I call her because if Ghana now bana usa it call Ghana I go busy when I go school.
Okay, so Saturday I was 13 at that time. Until even before they sent me to Ghana, like I remember my mom was always saying Sabafo we will take you back Ghana when I'm fancy I grow be until I remember that time almost say holiday in I go for holiday, you understand me? Until at that time it's funny because holiday they took me to the airport alone, whereby one of the air hostess came to pick me up. So she escorted me. No, in general, when you're flying, under the age of 16, you have to be assisted. You can't fly. Thank you very much. Until they told me, say, a holiday I echo, but we be kind. and we are coming the following week. I'm say okay, no problem. So that time, no, I doing this like I doing this. We are kids, we don't know what's going on. So so yeah, they took me to Ghana, and then
the airport to be far.
Yeah, airport. My uncle, may so rest in peace. Uncle Sam, Mr. Sami Ejin Yenku. Yeah, I stayed with him at Kwashibu, Accra. Yeah, may so rest in peace. He died last year. I'm sending love to the Yenku family. But he was a good friend of my father back in Obuasi. So I stayed with him when I was in Ghana at that time. Yeah, and when they took me there, it's interesting because my uncle was saying, so, oh, your parents are coming, acha 2 weeks on Beba. Within 2 weeks, me take conversation be about schooling. Say, you better school, I'm a man, then what school is good for me, I was a bit confused, but I'm a child. At that time to Mr. Sam, and Uncle Sam, I had no right to ask him because Mr. Sam said, he has a background of military. Into know a street on Peroff, Charlie. No, every weekend be a soldier phone. He feel he's sending people to go and check this person, check this person. That is sure no. I couldn't. Me in come about you better school. I'm up for now. What school do you think is good for Bafua in this current Ghana? Name him that kind of So I was a bit confused, but Charlie said, I'm still waiting. My uncle told me that, oh, we've got one school for you. We want you to check it out. So I said, but what happened to my parents? They said, oh, for now, no, they're coming, but you take your time. The way things are going in there, you're not going back. Okay, so I'm in Ghana. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, fast forward, the school that I ended up going to was an international school, actually. They took me to a private school, whereby now my father can't know I don't know idea. My father, like, he wanted me to go straight into government Saito to feel the pressure of war Ghana. Life in Castle. Because I think after some time my father had a bit of a problem with it, but the way my uncle explained things to him, he said no, with it, give it a go with the private school and I be an any budget now. We didn't call, be out to London, didn't call straight to Saito government, I be a better person and I be being slow but sure. So I ended up going to a school in Cantonments, actually. It was called Soul Clinic International School, Cantonments. It's interesting, when I was in that school, that's where I'm seeing like Lebanese children, Japanese children, Charlie, scaffold, different level. When you're landing, now, there was one, I think one of the advisors of, Ja'il Kufu at that time, said it was 2002. Yeah, one of the advisors of Ja'il Kufu, his son was in my class. Charlie, we need that be for Kasane dia grow different level. Charlie, every holiday be Charlie be more Switzerland, Holland. Now guy be his mother was the ambassador for Namibia. Charlie holiday be out to Namibia, but that's when my eyes started to open about Charlie. Hey, Charlie Kufu was Ghana. So at that time when we were young, our image about Africa was Africa there, Charlie, charity in Kwane, in Kolai, comedy, na flies all around their face.
And the Imam was school.
Oh, he said those days, we're talking of late 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. The image of Africa was very, very negative. The kids then, no.
Just to come
you be better. He said, no. One said, Charlie, the time I went to Ghana in 2002, listen, nobody wanted to know about Ghana. And when I talk about the youth, when people heard that I was in Ghana, they were all laughing. When I came back anyway, my sister was telling me, they were scared for me. Bafo has been shipped away. He's in Africa. That time, Africa, especially Ghana, sorry to say, we did not, the exposure was not there. Let me say, it's after 2006 World Cup that Ghana started getting the limelight in terms of UK. You call World Cup with Germany. Yeah, and Ghana rockets our World Cup. Samuel Jan scored one of the fastest ever goals in World Cup history. It's after that era, and Ghana started pushing. Who said the foreign attraction was coming. But in my days, we still free Ghana now almost serious. They will say, "Oh, you are fufu man." You understand me? You are fufu man. You are fufu. When you say Ghana for inquiry fufu, Charlie, you are fufu man. Oh, you are this, you are that. Because in my day, the people who had name was the Jamaicans.
Okay.
and then secondly was the Nigerians. Until our time, you especially now the Ghanaians, if you meet Ghanaians who were born here in their 40s or late 40s or early 50s, who study it depends the part of land, who study a bit more active or a bit more active than Jamaicans. You understand me? Because at that time, Ghana was not recognized. You understand me? It's a Jamaican, no, because of reggae, ni dancehall, anyway, ni bumi or ha. I remember when I was young, there was a lot of Ghanaian elders that I knew. I wish I'm a wolf in. Oh, I'm Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. You felt
you're proud of
Frank Batting. Frank Batting was of Jamaica. Yeah, he was not proud because the exposure was different then. You understand me? Yeah, fast forward to what I'm saying. Obviously, in that international school at Soul Clinic, Charlie, a different level. That's when I started to say, no, Charlie, me land na me free no bonyo. Charlie, a bit more bad those days. There was a good friend of mine. He's coming to class, Charlie, bulletproof car. The driver quite to me call paye those days, paye ne Frankies those days, cut off fried rice man, break time, no the abba say, oh, this is your lunch. School canteen on the school food, no serious. You know, I still keep in touch with some of them on my phone, but that's when my eyes go open to say, oh, Charlie, Ghana there, people get money, not be this London.
Oh, yeah, drugs, no, Ghana, UK, how buy, no. So now we now numbi there. Now what? Now no. Okay,
I tried it. I never sold it. Okay. I was this close to getting involved. Like I said.
Okay, 1 ton.
Manton.
Okay.
Manton, but in our area, it was so big.
Oh.
You understand?
But now Numbi.
Numbi in the beginning.
Okay.
Numbi in the beginning. Said boys near them like, you know, we were young. Numbi in the beginning, but God being so good, me getting sent to Ghana. All of that stopped. Said Ghana there, Charlie. Who are you going to say me pentampiano and Abibi? That one there, Charlie. And obviously, secondly as well, I was in somebody's house. Until those days, it was, you know, we had a driver, obviously purposely for me. It was just to school and back, until walk on.
Yeah, I've been saying before back.
Yeah, so what it was is me going to, obviously I went to Ghana in 2002, which was September. Until the following month, which is October, no, I've already started that international school, which was Soul Clinic International School in Cantonment. So, obviously JSS 2, I did JSS 2, I landed JSS 2, JSS 3, and then what happened was after the BEC or whatever, the BEC, yeah, and then I was thinking, say, maybe back. But there was a discussion. My father had a discussion with Uncle Sam at the time, who I was staying with in Kwashibu. You know, he told him that we just bring back for holidays. It is our holidays, 3 or 4 months no, that you spend before you go to SS. No. I came back to London, which was 2004. So obviously, when I came back to London in 2004, you know, that's when I realized that the Ghana that I went to was a good thing. Because maybe, you know, all like my paddies or my classmates, they were all into the gang culture. That time the gang culture was booming. You understand me? It's not as worse as now. Because that time, no, assembly to assembly and shit, but about the critical say, you know, it was there. But what I realized at that time was all the people who were influencing me to start selling the tampino, they were doing it Philly.
Wow.
Yeah, they were doing
it. Drugs.
Full time.
Tampino now says somebody be account.
Almost tampino sounds a tongue. You understand me? Whereby I found out late, whereby some of them were even doing the other stuff. Krumhano.
To the whitey.
White. In other words, we call Ghana for community. Ghana for community. I be more yes, I line or ha. If no kunkunte. So that time no sna kunkunte no more. But you know, I've just come holiday into that time too. My father, so he was very, very funny. So my father no cleaning age man and another good thing I forgot to say is from young, my father would do what he would take me with him. Say, oh, Bafo, 7 years if you ain't. So he would take me to where he's working, and then he'll give me the hoof and say, Bafo, you know, hoof and I mean, that's it. So it's funny, me growing up, you know, I always had that mindset of no, you have to do something with yourself. You understand me? It be back for our holiday, you know, that 2004 period, you know, no least chance. If I go out there, fine, but my father would expect me to come back at a certain time whereby Yebeko in the evening cleaning, you understand me? Whereby it was a good thing. Because if you left me with the freedom of just playing with my mates and going out and doing this, Anka, who knows? Anka Ebia, men penisa men back to Ghana. So what you say?
So now can peer pressure near it looks like mu fancy mu we shape boy we shape tade we ni idea. Yes, mu ka gang be mu ansa na me titi bisa ansa na uzika no watch my bia basa anya man so. More of the youth no nkola na yes I want. Ofi say solution here den. Say na also dey na lucky say papa look sharp na ko Ghana. It ofi say anka awofo so ombetimi Ghana for na ombetimi no ba kofi omugunyi kakra wie GSS ana bibia ana SS ana ne omumra na bibisa.
One thing I would say, when I look at my life especially, you know, I'm 32 years of age now. Definitely. So right now, when I look at my life, there's some things I wish maybe I would have done in the past. Maybe I would not be in a certain position where I am. It's not that bad. I mean, the game is not over. You know, I'm not that old. But one thing I would say is, if there is a chance, if you notice your child is doing anything funny, you know, and it all starts from the friends. This is another thing I'm a person maker. It was in my mind, but I'll say it now. Kroma, there's 3 parents. Kroma, parents, no,
How funny mensa?
Yes. The first parent is your parent in the house. Yeah, that's your first parent in the house. The second parent is the school, or maybe slash government. You understand me? And then the third parent is friends. The problem is in this country, especially in the black community, when the kids, I remember my day, me go school, I'm a different person. Me bath I'm a different person. And with my friends, I'm a different person. So you're meeting teachers. So in terms of you to progress and do well in exams and all that, you need to impress your teachers. So you come with some form of behavior. You say, oh, you are interested. But the thing is, when I break everything down, friendship is very dangerous here. Because the reason why I say friendship is very dangerous here in the UK, not even just in London, the politics is going there.
Shet na me share we find the Golden Ragland tintin sa no and more Golden Victory short one no. Me wo UK hand me use Golden Ragland no the tintin sa there one no. More Ghana ni ade mo ti me use both Ragland and Victory ni nyina. Onfa mo ni nche adabraka mo ye cool mo ye sorry members ni ade friends ni ade mo pe quality t-shirt a obesa mo the celebrity anniversary bi ni ade no. Onfa mo ni nche sa so na mo ye print ni ade mo fa mo ni nche o mo ya agents across the whole Ghana. It's be all Ghana biana or here t-shirt business I know for niche Golden distributor in Ghana. From Monamas Neo screen, so no from when you be a to a cotton when you scap up because I'm man for better. Golden distributor in Ghana, no size.
This is what I'm saying. In my area, no, I'm in that down, Northwest London. We're talking from Green Park, Collindale, Hendon, Edgware, Bentoke, all the way to Harsden, Wembley, Neasden. Park Royal. As I started this interview, I told you, say, me mommy, Auntie B, so they know. My mother went to Wembley Pentecostal Church. Wembley Pentecostal Church. Muko Wembley. They know my mom, Auntie B. You understand me? The thing is, my mother never worked full time. Part time. In the beginning, my father was complaining, but in the end, he saw it a good thing because my mother still had time to come home, cook for us, take us from school. When I look at the situation now, now that I'm matured, it's the best thing. Because the thing is, Chroma, the way the system is designed, sorry to say, it doesn't support family living. Daily hustle in UK. Chroma is more than just job out here. And people say, oh, me, I'm 2,500 after tax intimity. Listen, the children in Titiano are not quite a different hustle because there's so many people frustrated. They don't know how to contain the kids. They don't know how to train them. A big politics of Kroma because the thing is, me time I make primary school Kroma. Teachers used to tell us if your parents are beating you, Call the police. Imagine, we are the ages of 8, 9, 10 years old. Imagine you are a child, you don't know life. They will tell you if your parents are beating you, call the police. So from young, the kids were, we had, the thing about UK is, the system here pampers you. A pampao in terms of entitlement. Because you get to an age whereby it's like, it's like, leave me alone, Dad. Why are you talking too much sharp? And it leads to all these things. Like I said, I was lucky. When I look at everything now, as much as we were so stubborn, and now I've seen that, we were blessed. I was blessed anyway. I had my dad in the house. I didn't know a household of Mima Minkwa. Because, like I said, when I was playing with some of my friends,
divorce rate in the harding, maybe so divorce in papa in street.
Okay, we found that the thing is, it's a bit tricky. It's all tricky because, me growing up now, the way I've seen things is, one thing my father has always told me, he said, despite everything, okay, life does not always go the way you want it. Even if you have problems with your child's mother, no crying now. Ubana there, a responsibility is you need to play a part in that child's life, especially Chroma, because Chroma, listen, UK is a no man's zone. I had the Bibiako because Abana critical, nobody knows what someone is doing to make a living. Wouldn't be so be say, oh, what do you do for a living? I bet turning to. So one thing I believe is, if you're a father, you need to find a way to be in that child's life, because the black community, we don't forget Ghana for now. The black community in London here, especially. I'm going to talk about London because I know London, UK. I don't know anywhere else. I've gone to Birmingham before. I've gone to Coventry. I've gone to Leeds. I don't know Manchester, Liverpool. I'll go there one day, but I'm a Londoner, and I know the ins and outs here fairly. Coming from a background of street life to the drug culture to the gang culture, London itself. If you have a child, especially if you're a black father, you need to find a way to be in that child's life, whether it's your daughter or son, because the thing is, if you don't do that, somebody will be the influencer. So what I say, it can be the person. Otonjo, you understand me? No, Otonjo Chale, what J Range Rover, what top Mercedes Benz, why would take council flat? I think about full stairs and I full left. Hey, you're a bit surprised, you look up to these guys. You understand me? So it's tough. If you don't influence your child as a father, somebody will come and do it for you. Whether the stepfather or local person. You understand me? It's tricky.
In Kolana, no, so can you peer pressure?
Peer pressure, so I know peer pressure. Yeah, peer pressure.
Your phone, iPhone 14, iPhone 13, iPhone
10. That's what.
Then pressure also.
Yeah.
You said the friend we keep to be.
Of course.
Once in a year.
Once in a year. The thing is, I was lucky. Like I said, my mother was a very church-based woman. You understand me? My mother did all 19 and no Kobe Okruma. You understand? But one thing my father always raised me up is never be jealous of someone. Because my father always told me, say, hey, about 40. Obi Okutane Mercedes and now Obi Okutane Range Rover. You don't know how he bought that car. Say, Chroma, you'll be your friend of finance. Finance is a contract phone. He's paying monthly. Credit. What do you credit? Don't think so. Oh, be even it comes down even to the mortgage level of even getting a property here. You don't know somebody's home, especially in London here. And you never look at someone and think, say, hey, Charlie, he's doing better than you, Debbie. Because Chroma, forget it, blacks. Kwesi broni, they never tell you their secret. You understand me? If you come in the system, and this is one thing I've noticed about the Ghanaians, and we even get down to the Ghana community. Ghana community, Charlie Pepe, na ni pray, and upa da pay na why say unjiwe, why say untowe, obi wa ba unkwata, why say unyewe. You don't know somebody's house. How can you come and dictate to someone he should do this? Negative. You understand me? If you have that mindset, every time you're going to be chasing for material things.
But you say more yes, I gang.
Yeah.
I want me Jạil, like more gang.
This is very, very sticky. Sticky plus tight. You can't sticky plus tight. What you say? it's complicated because the thing is, with the gang culture of today, you know, I mean, I still have colleagues. I be with them. Some are in it. Some are even recruiting young boys. Yes, man. The thing is, no. If that's the case, the best thing is just to fly the person away. Because the thing is, to say, if you're in prison now and you come out, if there's a chance for you to fly, you just leave the country for some time and come back. Because mostly, you know, in Kolano or the kids say, you know, with the youth, I have brothers of 21 and 17. I always talk to them, see what's going on, see what's trending, what's not trending. The thing is, when you're in prison, you know that, okay, you're in prison. EBIA, UPIA, obviously you can't get involved in these things because anyway also. That time, even if it's not Ghana, Krano, Charlie, per outside be mano, countryside be Okroma. Kroma, to me call some place to me rented baby mano, but here. The thing is, the person needs his or her safety. Because the kids say, you know, they're so uncultured that if you're part of a gang member and you're going to leak information, they'll try and find you. But if you're there, a bad thing for them to get, you say if you're there abroad, to me, Tamale cry. Who knows you in Tamale? And let's say you're going to be on the Instagram and all these social media way, and then they'll say, okay, maybe in a location. Me call Ghana and say, me call Ghana like June, July. Location no about how who could show baby cry. I'll give you my location. Me say, hey Charlie. And the best thing is, because just to add, I knew someone who had a shop, kind of new woman. She had a shop, no tongue kind of for food products. She had a similar problem with her son. Her son was going to school, and then I think he got involved with some form of tampe line, in Jorton, or who said, boy, no. She was washing the boy's trousers. He so said, tampe shame, big bundle. So what did she do? She threw it away. The boy never fear. Mom, where's my trousers? He said, no. Why do you want to have washed it? She said, oh, okay. Okay. She said that, okay, in the barn, you're comfortable. And then she asked him, why are you so concerned about the trousers? Oh, mommy, somebody gave me something to keep for him. So the mom said, no, I threw it away. The boy was devastated because the thing is, somebody gave him to hold it for him, whereby I did it costed about £1,000. So what happened? What happened was the boy who gave him the items, yeah, to hold for him, came the next day, said, tamping away. Where is it? Now boy, they say, oh, my mom threw it away. Could you imagine? Said the boy was so eager, said he wanted to speak to the boy's mom.
Because on Jinindi,
apart from Jinindi, Ska. I didn't know, cost about 800 to £1,000. Or no, Ska, maybe I'll be your profits by 1,500 on top. Just a rough example. So he wanted to speak to the boy's mom. Could you imagine? And the woman told the guy, I think the boy, no, a lot of new boy, but he won't come. He just said, no, I threw away. I don't want my son selling drugs. I don't want my son holding nothing for you. Do you know what the boy told the mother? He said, I saw there from Sika. I saw there from Sika. Otherwise, trouble with her. Until the mother said, God willing, or any business, you understand me? Within that week now, he paid the boy's money. But then she was scared for Nebano. No, Stroma Neba said, boys not about attacking. No. So the boy was scared to even go out. Or school, I think the boy went to school and told the mom that these boys are outside the gate for me. They've come to the school and they're looking at me. In the beginning, my fan said she took it for a joke, and then obviously it became serious. The mother came to me to ask, said, "Oh, Bafa, what do you think we should do?" I told the mother, I told her plain, listen, the best thing to do is take him. Okay, Ghana, they're out. Because Ghana in Zimbabwe, Ghana now, to find someone, I was blessed to find someone to look after your child in Ghana, cry asem. Because they be a Safi, and Koyi. Now, we're free, we're London Boka, Waba, Obifia. Whatever treatment you give that boy or the girl, you need to give the treatment to the same of the inclining now. So what I say, you can't treat someone better than your own child. You understand me? But the man advice, I gave the woman advice, listen, let's get somewhere outside London for him. Maybe 3 months. Some petrol, hold a pay advice. Sorry, not advice. Pay excuse me, my the headmistress and that school phone say, "Ebia, too quiet and I'll be that kind of. You need to take him back home or whatever." So she found an excuse for I think the school, and yeah, they took him outside. They rented the place for him roughly 2 to 3 months. You understand me? Before things went down, and then he came back. Joba back, and then things were okay. And see, the thing is, as I said, friends are dangerous. Cry chain BBR, especially from young, because they are the dictators. And as I said before, a snow behind if you Ukroma. Me can't tell me Ghana say no. Charlie, I'm say SS1 say me share Beckenstock, me share for the whole year. Now go for class me say now fine boy this so fresh boy this so why say Beckenstock no. But you see at that time I didn't really understand. But the thing is, you see that my uncle no, for you to go to him say upe way, oh no Charlie obe shake you. So me I was scared of him. So I personally think if you're going to take your child back to Ghana, you shouldn't pamper them too much back home. You need to let them see the reality there, so that when they come back, you know, even though they face challenges, they pay pressure, they still have a level head. You understand me? And that's what I can say, because I know a bit more. I'm call Ghana for schooling. They went that direction. So it's not necessarily Ghana. Ghana is the escape, mom. Ghana is definitely the escape, but there's ways to go about it. You need to still keep that strict regime of hair. Ghana, what fresh say, whoop Air Force, whoop Intaje. No. Who can't come to Benya Biato? Man, how say whoop JD Sports, ne TK Maxx, ne designer. Say the incline on my bano, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. No, then they kill themselves go by. Obi otine maame hono we yi 300 akwakoto mpabo baako. So you need to have that regime of no what Ghana. You know, when we feel like giving you something, fine. Apart from that, they remember how I'm doing. And that's the system I had when I was in Ghana. And I bore me till this day.
Charlie, you better as a passer on Yamre and now never cast SVTV Africa. So in all this year no oba back live and there will be a what's that and I saw no popina tea and I was out on your own life.
She said I'm on my own. She said no my baba anyway fresh roughly 8-9 months. My baba made the only Ghana name no free one of the West African countries of free Sierra Leone.
You decided to worry Ghana.
And yes sir, my experiences remember especially maybe back from Ghana like in those days still no not pay pressure no hall for all sorts of reasons in terms of in Jibasem and Basem but I never really had a good experience with I said Ghana they in Ghana they moved also Ghana.
When they see baby, why you baby? Oh,
and this is my baby. Saturday night is trying to. It was not really my man, but.
But they see Ghana for me.
Yeah. Ghana for them. They
also experience. Now you talking about experience. I don't know what's the problem.
No, with my experience with Ghana from Bano Kroma, even the ones born here, the same politics. I'm sorry to say, they're looking for something.
They're in Sika.
And you say scar per se, but I'm up a show, kakra, that kind of me saying the way I am, I'm not into that. You understand me? If you're not nobody, you understand me? They don't really dig into you. I have to say, before they get to know you properly, the judgment is too much. I go home because quite a bad boy, and I say, we maybe but yeah, the Ghanaian girls. That's what it is. Not per se open bar, but it's just due to the fact of. It all comes down to showmanship. You understand me? And I wasn't really the guy to do showmanship behind it. I didn't get my way with them. With the Ghanaian girls say, unfortunately for me, but for Kroma, and I didn't really get a good experience. So I didn't go that way.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
On your how be on special show be.
Apart from that, she's just she's simple in her own little way. Simple with the mindset of let's all work for this. You understand me? I don't know how to put it. Agenda be any hot. You understand me? Because it's a bit political in the Ghana community when it comes to dating. Because even Kroma phone call, if you're not careful, the parents will we start doing politics. You understand me? But yeah, but anyway, we have good times. We are together, but still a honey hole. But anyway,
it will be a school now. Now call Ghana. No, I bought some connections this year, like what links be. Mates need this year.
Oh yeah.
Better schools here, and I say better school here because mates need be. We can say Charlie. What them call and expensive school, private schools near they will share be my mates in future. No meet me connections near there.
To be honest with you, there's fairly a truth in that because the international school I make you know, some of them are doing big things in Ghana like at my age. Whereby I make cry no Charlie when I come across it, it will be shake say, hey Charlie. You have your own company, you have this, you have that, but I think personally, if me I was just living in Ghana, if I have the money, yeah, Charlie, me private school, because they're gonna play with kids who their parents are in certain positions, and a life. You know, even Chroma Cry say it's who you know, Chroma BBI who you know, even Ghana Cry, but even Hano is under the carpet, but it's who you know. So I think private school, to some extent. I think it's a good thing. If you have the money, why not? Because Charlie, the kids I know now, they don't want to come here. London, London, shopping, it's tricky. The whole hustle now. When you say youth, they don't person you know. But one thing I'll say with the youth that want to come here, even though they'll never listen, if Wolo matter or Inkratasem not there inside, Charlie, it be bonyo. Because the stress and hustle you go through here, no. One share, yeah, you're gonna do something that you would never think of doing. But when people look at me like this, they'll say, this guy, what are you saying? Whatever we say, they'll never listen. Because right now, I'll say something. So say, London, and London, at any brand. London now is a brand. It's no more the days of going there in terms of you want to find greener pastures. So say the youngsters, me call Ghana Charlie, sa Game Boys on Charlie, wow, no Game Boy. The money they're making in Ghana, no about UK Charlie, about the flexi keke. Say ejuma cleaning, ejuma kitchen porter. Hey, why say you go do? You understand me? There's a saying, charity begins at home. Coming to the UK, coming to London does not determine you being successful, chai. Because we did the system inside, bro. More people there here, Koso. Just be say they are protected whereby nobody know them are business with them. They could where we to the system we are from, already we know the respect protocol for home. In Tikroma it's a different story. Ghanaian doesn't want a Ghanaian to tell them what to do, especially Kroma. I know I better need to kwa.
Charlie, you know, nice one, but for nice passing through SVTV Africa daily hustle. But I saw passing through only I share educating and we say go for brave vibe where Ghana for more man and any idea mobitimi is trying to be film. Wakan some be brave, but I better not say. Charlie, nice one. Daily hustle in UK.
God bless you.
Daily hustle in UK.
Daily hustle in UK, and also just to add, I need to break this point quickly because sorry to interrupt, but it's important. The year my mother died, which is 2017, I ended up working with a Ghanaian guy who had his own business, a driving delivery business. You understand me? But as you know, through working with him, and my mother died, the mind wasn't. I said roughly, I went through some depression, so I lost contact with him. I lost my phone, and through that business, I ended up owing him some money, which I have to clear because from 2017, my Shushan, I'm not sure. I think he lives in Woolwich. But he was working at the Sun and Times company, a newspaper company, Sun and Times, in I think Waltham Cross or so. So he's called Atta. So if anybody knows Atta, he's from the Central region. At that time he was in Ghana, 2017. He went to do business in Ghana, 2017. So if anybody's watching this video,
on Linky App.
On Link Up, no. If he's gonna link me up, he will get me my Gmail, which is
on Linky App. So baby size.
Yeah. There you just link up from there because it's been years. I'm not raised like that. You understand me? If I need to just link up. Oh, and yes, I per se, but anyway, I'll link up. If anything, yeah, 100%.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, Charlie, God bless. Thank you for this platform, Charlie.
Nice one. La Bianca Company Limited, Omo Watema, Fishing Abo Road, Ufi Gasema, headed towards Fishing Abo. Upa Gasema, be 200 meters on your left to the La Bianca office in the Boho, Eco Store business, and non business no more. Monama, the good screen is from you. Better say the Biamusha SVTV Africa, Monko Sonamo supporting SVTV African SVTV Africa Foundation. FM DJ Nyame, Madam Production Team, I say DJ Click Sharon. Ushamuko Makase tour, na majisu tour.